RFK's decision to pick Nicole Shanahan as his VP, and Colin, if you happen to have just like a really quick clip of of the announcement. So here's something that I found very interesting about the announcement. Apparently only 300 people showed up to this event. Now compare that to when I went to RFK's launch announcement when Dennis Kucinich was his campaign manager when they did it in Philadelphia. Now granted, Mr. Schmooly was there, and he was the second to last.
He's like one of those bankers at Gringotts.
He's just so bad. Much like Debbie creates anti-Semitism, so does Rabbi Shmuley. And so that event, which I attended, had at least 4,000 people show up. At this stage of the game in your campaign, and you do this in Oakland, California, where it's relatively easy to get people to come to events in that particular vicinity, and you only get 300 people to show up.
Good.
Bobby, what are you doing?
Well, his VP slot was up for the highest bidder, apparently.
Well,
it's unfortunate that's how that's done.
We have not spoken with Tyrell Ventura, or for that matter, Jesse Ventura. We are most likely going to have them on the podcast in April because they do have some new and important stuff that they want to promote, and they are always welcome to come on and do it. But it is going to be interesting to see just how far along in the process they got. Now, I have a theory as to why Jesse was not picked. I think the reason why Jesse was not picked is that he probably put certain conditions about what he is and is not going to say as RFK's VP, and whether RFK was willing to agree with those sentiments, or, as sad as this is to admit, his donors were not okay with it. That's why he didn't end up as the VP.
No, I think it's because this woman paid for the spot. Apparently her PAC is what bought the ad, the Super Bowl ad, which that obviously is not the only thing then, so that is a very big donor. And if it was her PAC that did that, and now she's there, I would say she successfully purchased that seat because there's nothing strategic about that.
We even said during the Super Bowl that was a good ad, that was a memorable ad. It definitely stood out. So congratulations, you spent $4 million on a Super Bowl ad, and it got you the VP position. Although I don't know if I think the Super Bowl ads are even more than that.
No, it was like $7 million.
Yeah,
I thought it was like $7 million for 30 seconds. But the point is, and that's probably not the only thing that PAC did. Whatever. If you're picking somebody and it's not strategic, what are you doing? Like then what's the point? Because I got to tell you, picking that, I do not see what she strategically brings to his run. I don't see what voters is she bringing? What voter who is this person?
How are you moving the needle?
I don't understand what she's bringing to him.
Doesn't
Whereas like sense. Somebody like Jesse Ventura, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, listen, there are plenty of people who have come on to our threads that know that we support Jesse Ventura, that are big supporters of RFK. And even no matter where on the political spectrum you fall, with very few exceptions, especially with those who don't think Jesse is pro Second Amendment enough. Why don't you meet somebody like Syra Rao and see what you really think about the Second Amendment? For the most part, they support that. They think that it is a fantastic decision to have Jesse Ventura as RFK.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot more to this, and we may never know, and that's fine. But I'm just, from somebody looking at it, it's not like picking Sarah Palin because I don't know this woman or think she's stupid or anything.
No, but she was married to one of the top Google executives.
Well, this is the thing. So she
dated Elon Musk.
So she bought her spot, and the problem with that is that I don't see how that gets him more votes. I don't see what audience he's appealing to. I don't see who that's bringing.
If you're not running for the presidency right now to really shake things up, truly shake things up, then what's the point? This is why people are interested in changing the two-party system. It will not come by kowtowing in any capacity, thinking that and listen, I thought Dennis Kucinich as his campaign manager, potentially as his VP, could have been very powerful. But Dennis Kucinich is in favor of a free Palestine, and RFK is not. And so now...
Metal, are you serious?
Yeah.
You realize he was the governor of Minnesota, actually ran an executive office.
I was not just the governor of Minnesota. I was also a Navy frogman.
Yes. No, I know all that.
I was also...
But I mean, you're talking about someone who literally has executive branch experience. So yeah.
I have 4 years of executive branch experience. Donald Trump wanted me to be his VP when he decided he was going to run for president back in 2000. And now I have been presented with this opportunity very late in life to be the VP of RFK, and why he didn't pick
You're
me.
very well right about that, though, that like there were certain conditions, certain things Jesse wouldn't be willing to do or say. He's not somebody that I think is dancing for anybody. So,
hey, listen, it could have been something as simple as, them basically telling Jesse, look, we would love to have you as a VP, but you can't say free Palestine. You cannot make RFK look bad when it comes to Israel.
And that we don't know what it was, but we do know that
it's possible that could have been the reason. That's all I'm saying.
okay. A lot of things are possible.